What is up, everybody? It's your boy Brando here with Brando Reviews, and today we're going to be checking out this Sunglife 20-volt lithium-ion pressure washer gun. So this isn't like your big fancy pressure washer with 2,000, 5,000 psi. This is more of like a car, side of the house, sort of like light job kind of pressure washer, and it can do up to 320 psi, which is about in line with the competition. I know Works has a few models, which this is sort of comparable to, which are also around 320 psi, and also just about $30 to $50 more expensive. So you're getting some of those same features at a cheaper price range, and obviously we're going to be seeing how good that is in this video. We'll do a slight test outside to see how it is, but first we're going to do an unboxing here. So like I said before, it's 20 volts. You can see right here, it has a battery right here. We're just going to go ahead and get into it here instead of talking about the box, because that's lame. And I'll pull up the information on the computer here so we can see everything about it. So here's the actual gun itself right here. As you can see, you have your trigger right here, you have your water hookup right here, this is where your nozzles and your extension pieces go, and then you have a high-low setting here in case you want to do high pressure, low pressure, got some options. Not really too much else to see with this. Obviously the battery is going to go right down there on the bottom, and you have your safety that must be hit before it works. Nothing clicks, so you have to hold down on that button at least until you get going, then it sort of holds down by itself, as you can see right there. So let's take that out of the box. You have your handy dandy hose right here. I'm not sure if it says how long it is on here, but it's a rather long hose, and this will just go into your water bucket unless you get the spigot version, which you can see right here. I have the version where it goes into a bucket. They also have a version that goes onto your spigot. Do you want to keep this in mind? This cannot hook up to a garden hose. This does not extend with the garden hose. So this just goes into your bucket of water right here. This can't connect to another hose to make it twice as long. Keep that in mind. Not a big deal though. Have your power cable right here. So this is just for charging the battery. Have your long extension piece right here. As you can see right there, it has some grates right there. We'll actually test this, of course. This is your more traditional piece right here. This is the extension piece. This will just go in here just like so, clip into place and make it longer. If you want to make it longer, you can use that. Or if you want to use it shorter, you can just put this directly into here. This has a few other options. So this one you can't really attach anything extra to, but it's its own separate piece there. This is an extension that can be used with this if you want, just like so. And then it clicks into place. We'll be showing how it clicks into place in this video right here. So we'll go ahead and get this out of the way here. And this actually holds different pieces right here. It comes with two different ones. You have a green and a red right here. This one is a 25-degree angle, and this red one right here is a 0 degree. So this is a very fine point. This is a 25-degree sort of a stream out. And then they just click into place. You just pull this down, put it in, let go, and then you can attach it to your gun. So it has the two nubs right there. We'll be getting closer for this, but it does attach and stay in there rather good, honestly. So this is the filter right here. This is really just for the water bucket. As I said before, this connects into here just like so. And then this end is just a filter. This goes into your bucket right here. This is just to make sure nothing really gets into your really hard to get in there, but it's in. And this is just to make sure nothing gets sucked into your pressure washer gun that shouldn't. This is a soap attachment right here. This also extends through this entire system if you want it to. All right, guys, so here's a quick look at the battery real quick. So we'll go ahead and take a look. You can see this unlatches it and latches it. You have your actual charging port right there in the center. As you can see right there in the center is your actual charging hole right there. And from right here on the back right here, you can see you have 3 little batteries plus a battery symbol. That just shows you your current battery charge level right there. So very nice that it has that. It's like a drill. I bet this would actually fit in my drill. It looks the exact same. This is sort of a drill, I guess, in a sense. So just click into place just like so. And it's locked in, and you can press this. You can also see right here it has a high-low, low, high. Don't want to do that too much, probably until there's water in here. Maybe it doesn't matter or not. So we'll go ahead and set this down right here. So you can see right here, this is one of the attachment pieces that comes with right here. This is got its own little sort of chute right down there. We'll try to get a zoom in. So as you guys can see right there, you can see down the hole, it has two little slits above and underneath it. This is just really to allow you to get sort of like a really flat jet going out of it. So it's cool that it comes with this attachment piece. It's not really necessary, but it's nice that it has it. It attaches to it with the same double system right here with these two little pieces popping off of it. We'll show you how that works right here, of course. So as you can see right here, these are the two pieces I was talking about, above and underneath it. And we're gonna line those up with the holes inside here, just like so. And then you're gonna push in, and to the left, and it's locked in. Try to get a little better view here. Out, in, push in, turn to the left right there, and you're locked in place. So this is one of the extension pieces that comes with right here. You don't have to use this. You can use a short one directly up in here if you want it to be in small places, but you can also put this in here. You do the same sort of thing. You just line up the holes, pushing it in there and turning it to lock it in. You can see the little piece right there. So this is secured in place. So very nice. You can get this thing really long if you want to. You can reach some high up places with it. So we're gonna go ahead and take this off here. And we talked about these pieces already. As I said, you have a 25 and a 0. They just pop into place just like so. And then you can attach it to your gun. And there's one other way to do this if you want. You can use this with the extension piece or not. But this is just like a foam gun sort of. So you really just lock this in place here. Not upside down preferably. I mean, I guess you really could if you wanted to. But down like this. So that you can sort of have like a foam gun sort of thing going here. Fill this thing up with water and just... Oh no. You know, and then just foam away. So it's really cool that it has that. I don't think you can really put any attachments towards the end of it though afterwards, but it's just sort of its own thing. But you can use this on the extension too. Can use it on this piece too to make it a longer foam gun. So what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna hop on over to the backyard and give this thing a chug. All right guys, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna fill up the bucket with some water. I'm just gonna fill this up all the way. Okay guys, so keep in mind that this does come with a filter because this is made to be used with, you know, dirty water sources. So, you know, you don't have to have a clean bucket of water. You can put this into anything and, you know, pressure wash, and this will keep any big stuff out of it. So that's what that's for really. Here's a quick look at the bucket real quick. I actually put this completely underwater, submerged it so that any air bubbles can get out of it. This is what the instructions said to do. And it said once it's been soaking for a bit, then you can connect it to the handgun and keep it about 1.5 meters above the water or at about your waistline so that it can have some distance up. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna plug it in and we're gonna see if she works. In with the water hose. Just gonna take this in. We wanna make sure all that stays in the water. And we're just gonna hook her up to the connection just like that. And now we're just going to let her go for about 20 seconds. So there you go, you saw that, it worked pretty well. So now let's actually get to some dirty spots and see this thing in action now that we got it pumped. All right guys, so this isn't the best angle in the world, but we're just gonna get this little area right here with the 25-degree tip on it. So as you guys can see right there, it actually did a really good job with the short tip on it. First of all, I want you guys to see my bucket over here. It's actually still about up to right here. So it's used very little water so far and it's just sitting in there and it's working pretty good still. So I'm actually gonna remove this extension right here. just like so. And I'm gonna put on the longer piece right here, just like so. Then I'm gonna put this on and clip it in just like that. So it's a little bit longer, and we're gonna try to clean up this area just a bit. And then we'll try some different attachments. We're still using the 25 degree. So I'd say I did a decent job right there. Not perfect, but there are stronger tips and other things. I think I did a good job considering. So this is the last attachment right here. We briefly talked about it, but you spin it to make it go from a big point or a very fine point to like a spray out of all angles. So we'll be looking at that now. And by the way, the bucket's way over here, and it's still working pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and look over here at this rail right here, a little dirty. So this is the misting. It goes all directions, not really useful, but we turn the complete other direction. We have a very fine point that can really get some pressure out of there. I wouldn't want to put my hand in front of that one. And then you can adjust it. At all distances in between. So we're gonna go ahead and clean off this rail here and see how it looks. So as you guys can see, that worked pretty good actually. The water bucket's at about half full, I'd say, but I have the red tip on here, which is the 0%, I believe. So it's gonna be a very fine point. So yeah, she cleaned up pretty well. It took off a lot of that mold. Algae is the correct word, it's algae. It took off most of the light algae, not some of that really heavy stuff, but it really cleaned it up a ton. All right, so up next I made a little soapy concoction with some dish soap as well as some water and just stirred it together a bit. So we're just gonna spray this with a short nozzle. You can use this with the extended nozzle too if you want, at this window, and then we'll hose it down and see how that works. So as you guys can see, it foamed up very well. So we're gonna quickly switch attachments and hose it down. So here we go. I quickly switched to this attachment. High, low. I keep it on high all the time. So there you guys go. It worked pretty well. We're just gonna go ahead and do this little bit right here where you can see the little spots. You just gotta look a little close. You can see it took out just about all of that. This is the last little spot we're going to tackle. It's just this nook inside of my trunk right here in my car that gets really dirty. All right, guys, so there you guys go. That was a quick little unboxing, review, and test of this Sunglife 320 PSI pressure washer gun. I think it's honestly amazing. It's $99. You get all these different tips and assortments. It has multiple different uses. You saw me use it on the car, on the house, on the brick. The battery does, it doesn't last the crazy longest amount of time, but it'll work. I also didn't charge it completely before I used it too, but it's still going. I just now finished this entire bucket of water, so I went through all of those clips on the same bucket of water, and I was using a ton of it. So Yeah, I think this is a great product. I think it's cool that it has a high-low. I don't personally use a low, but you do have some options there. The build quality is good enough. It's equivalent to the Works versions that are about $30 to $50 more expensive. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like down below. You can also subscribe down below if you guys want to see more of these videos. You can leave a comment down below if you have any questions. I'll get right back to you. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a good one.